All right, guys, so we've talked about 4-link brackets, we've talked about 4-link bars, 4-link kits, we've talked about shock mounts, we've talked about wishbones. Now it's time to talk about anti-roll bars and why you really should have one on your 4-link application. So let's dive into this 4-link kit here behind me, explain to you guys why this is the kit that I'm offering and why you need it on your 4-link setup. So right off the bat, I'm going to tell you guys that this is not my design. I have nothing to do with this anti-roll bar. This is from the boys over at Tin Soldier Race Cars. They are some local homies of mine, and sometimes in business and in life, you just go with what is best. And you don't always have to be the guy that does everything, because sometimes there's just people out there that do it better than you. And you offer that to your customer, so that way, in the end, your customer is getting the best product there is. It's the same mentality I have with my transmissions with Garin. When it comes to the valve bodies, I always use Garin on their valve body stuff because, in my opinion, they're just the best. They make the best converters. I'm not going to try to compete with the best. I'm not going to compete with my boys over at TSR. So this kit here that I'm offering with my 4-link setup is the TSR billet arm anti-roll bar kit. This is an extremely nice kit for the money. These are billet aluminum cups with a, I think it's called like Durlon bushing. It's basically like a type of plastic bushing in it, so it, in theory, should never wear out. I'm running one of these in my buddy Jordan Newman's first-gen truck. Super, super nice kit. It's very easy. It comes exactly how you see here with these tabs, and the hardware bolts on to the cups, and you can install this in your chassis. On Jordan's truck, we installed it directly to the shock mount bar. I will throw up a picture of that. It's a very straightforward kit. If you build it with the cups on the outside, it makes them serviceable, so if for some reason you ever were to tear up a bushing, you could just take it apart, put a new bushing in it, and roll on. This anti-roll bar kit right here is, in my opinion, the nicest, easiest to assemble kit for the money. It's got a really nice, strong, thick wall tube. It's exactly what you need. Anything more than this, when you get into like big tire pro mod stuff or some really fast radial stuff, and you'll see some really large diameter tubes, and there is a time and a place for that stuff, but what we are doing with the 4-wheel drive stuff, the speeds that we're going, the 60 foots that we're able to accomplish, this anti-roll bar here is more than capable. This thing will accommodate anybody from, it's their first time 4-linking a truck. Maybe they got a truck that runs 670 index, it runs 10s in the quarter. This is great for you, all the way up to a mid 4-second truck. So this is going to accommodate anybody and everybody. Now, why do I need an anti-roll bar, you might ask? Because technically on a 4-link application, there's almost no articulation if it's a parallel 4-link. Triangulated 4-link, that's a different deal. But even on a parallel 4-link, between the heims and the bracket, it can misalign very slightly through there. So on a high horsepower or any application where you're trying to get the most out of your suspension, we want this thing to stay square, straight. We don't want any movement in this thing, nothing side to side, no rotational. So the anti-roll bar is very crucial in keeping the chassis perfectly square, so that way you're actually getting the most bang for your buck out of all your time and money spent 4-linking something. Can you run it without an anti-roll bar? Yes. Should you? No. So there we have it, anti-roll bars. And if you guys don't want to buy one of these from me and you want to go over to the Tin Soldier website and order some other stuff and pick up one of these anti-roll bars and you get a 4-link kit from me, I'll still help you with tech support on it. So go over there and support those homies too. So that's all I got for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.